No water in Ajijic? Is that possible? Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Lauren here.
Ajijic is out of water?
No, Jerry. It's only our house is out of the water.
Oh, great. I thought Ajijic was out of water.
Yeah, so our pumps broke out, isn't it?
I think we've had this problem before where the pump goes out, and so let's go dive into it and let's see what we can do because we need water.
Yeah, I need a water. I need to take a shower. I can't go sleep without the shower.
We need to get this pump situation fixed right away. So come on with us and we'll show you what we have to do in these cases living in Mexico. So Ajijic's not out of water.
It's only our house. Our pump is broken.
Okay, let's go get to work here.
Okay. Jerry, I'm out of the water. Look at this. It can't turn on. I can't flush my toilet. I can't wash my dishes. I can't cook. So what are we gonna do? Look at this. I can't clean my vegetable. I have a lot of things to clean, but I couldn't do it. And I can't mop my floor. Help me out. Help me, help me. What are we gonna do?
You want to move to Mexico? Okay, that's a good idea, but sometimes there are challenges. Like today, we've run out of water. And so let me show you the way our water system works here. First of all, we have a pressure tank. This red tank down here is a pressure tank. And the way the system works is we have two filters here. The water runs through these filters. Then they come up here to this UV light. Okay, all of this system is to purify the water. Then what it does is it comes down and then it goes into the house. But what has happened here is that this pump over here is not giving us any pressure. So what I've had to do is I've had to run it. I've had to take this little valve out here, try to fill it up with water. And usually that solves the problem. But today it doesn't seem to be helping here. And so the water will be pumped into here, the pressure tank, just sort of like a motorhome, and then it compresses it, it sends it to the house here. So what are we going to do? How are we going to get water until we can get this repaired? It's beyond my capabilities of repairing it. And so let me show you the next step that we have to do here. It's a little primitive, but let's follow me out here. Okay, so a bit primitive here. So underneath here is a water tank. Think of a well. So we have this heavy, heavy cover here. I need to take it off. Then down here is another cover. And so I've got to unscrew this. It's awful tight, a little bit of a challenge. Okay, now down here you see the water tank. And what's happened is we're not getting pressure. So what I need to do now, I need to get a bucket. And now I need to get some water. So here we need this to use for in the house. Now this water is not going to be purified, so we're not going to drink this water, but we can use it to flush the toilet as an example. What we'll do for the water we need to, let's say, wash dishes and rinse dishes and stuff like that, then we'll boil the water so it cleans it. But things like washing the floor, where we don't need purified water, we can use the water directly out of here. So what I need to do, fill this up. I'm going to transfer this over to this bucket, a little larger bucket. Okay, so now I can take this bucket in the house and use it for things, again, that we don't need to cook. But then, the other thing I'm going to do, because I do need more than 2 buckets, I've got some little extra empty plastic bottles here. I'm going to take them. I'm going to have to fill them up. Lori, are you filling up the water?
Yeah, because Jerry cannot do with the bottle, so I have a technique to do with the bottle here.
Okay.
This bottle is really soft, so I see. Now I get it. Okay. That's the way it is. Sometimes the city guy, he gets sick, he didn't turn on the water. Sometimes could be a week. You have to do the water conservatives. So, that's the way to do it. It feels like I'm in Cambodia, but at least I get the well underneath the house, underneath the garage, so I don't have to go to the river and get it.
You want to live in Mexico? There are challenges like this. And this is what happens. This is why we recommend coming into an area and renting. Especially renting, say for 6 months, you get to understand the different ways things work here. As an example, most homes will have a water tank like this. They have the pressurized system. But also there's another one where there's water tanks on the roof. And the water is pumped up to the roof, it's held there, and then the water is gravity fed down to the house. That's in some areas. Now some areas have a little more of a modern convenience. It's where you have regular water that's by the city that pumps right into your house and you don't have to worry about it. The challenge we have is that our ajijic here, it's called an ajijic, our water tank, it only gets filled up 3 times a week. And we don't know which day it is. Again, Mexico's a little different. You would think you'd have scheduled days that it would get filled up. Well, they do it 3 times a week, but it may be Monday, Wednesday, Friday on one week, and maybe Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday another week. There's no consistency, so we don't know. So sometimes, now this day we have a water pump problem, but sometimes what happens is we run out of water because we're doing our laundry, we're watering the garden, Lori's watering her garden, we're watering the lawn, and we've had the ajijic run out of water. And that really becomes a hassle. And what you may have to do is you may have to have a water truck come in and fill your water tank. So there are some challenges in living in a third world country, or Mexico's really not a third world country so much, but say another country, and some of the different challenges. So these are things that you learn when you live here, and you accept them because that's the way of life it is down here. So I thought I would show you this little day that we're having here of our water went out. So hopefully we'll get this working by sometime today, maybe tomorrow. Lori will have a big smile on her face and she'll have fresh water to do all of her, everything she uses to do with the water. So this is a challenge here, huh, Lori?
Okay, now I'm going to water my flower garden because it needs some water. So this is what I have to do it. Just a little bit like this. So just keep alive until I get the water pump fixed. I love my garden. This is the most important therapy for me. If I get stressed or do something that's angry, come to my garden and water my garden, or weed my garden. That's the way I do it. Remind me when I grow up, it's in Cambodia. I just carry the water from the well and put it here. Just water it like this. Okay, this is what I have to do in the toilet, so you don't have to run out the water of the toilet. So I'm going to take out this one and I'm going to fill up the tank so that way you can flush your toilet. Okay, Jerry, let's check the water, see how it works or not. We just put a new pump in.
Yeah, let's check it out. Let's cross our fingers.
Oh, wow! Oh, it worked! Yay! Oh my God!
Yeah, 2 days without water has been a challenge.
2 or 3 days. I think we got 3 days.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, by the time the plumber come and then he estimate and he have to go order the new pump.
Yeah, seemed like a month.
Yeah. Oh, yay! We got the water.
So this is the new pump. The challenges of living in Mexico. How would you like to subscribe? You see my picture? Just touch on it and you will subscribe. It's absolutely free to you. Free, I say.